Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to go over a summary of the developer livestream they did for Tower of God New World's second anniversary. So we're going to look at what they discussed, and I'm going to give you my opinion on some of the things. Before we start, I wanted to thank BBNik and Reve for uploading translated slides on my Discord server, so really appreciate it guys, thank you for the support. And that's what we're going to use also in this video to just go through all of the content of the live stream. We're not going to look at the video, it makes no sense, it's in Korean, we want to understand the thing, and it's 2 hours long, so no thanks. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We can get started immediately. I'm not going to cover the codes. You can find them in the description box down below, in the codes channel here on my Discord server, or you can just look at the post they made in their forum, and there are all the codes and all the things that they gave us. And it's a lot of stuff, like 15,000 orange revolution mats, 2,000 master keys. That's already the code here on the screen, so that's really good. And we also got like the green revolution mats. We got 50 black market tickets, 200 purple tickets, 2 SSR plus selection chests, lots of stuff. So overall, really good stuff. And I would say we can move on and just go through the other slides. We're not going to comment on the developer team. It's just a 3-man show. I don't know, whatever, fine. Then we also have another part that I would like to kind of quickly mention, but I'd rather skip it quickly. They shared with us the 9 units that the most people have duped up at like Rainbow 5. And it's to no surprise that the number 1 spot goes to white, because they are enforcing white on every single new player. And when it came out, it was an insane unit. So, I mean, everyone has it maxed basically. So it makes sense. Number 2 is a bit of a surprise. I don't know if they're maybe considering only recent accounts, because I don't think that many people have Revolution Bomb Rainbow 5, to be honest. It's weird, but okay. I mean, it was the unit for the special guide mission before they changed it to white, but still that does not explain enough, I think. Gustang makes sense because everyone will have him Rainbow 5, especially new players. They have access to the family event banner, and older players already got a rerun of this guy, so it's kind of common, and he's arguably the best DPS we have in the game, so that's okay. These ones are a bit off, from my point of view, especially Princess. I get she was super cheap, she was only 400 black market tickets, but still seems a bit off. I don't see how Albelda is less popular than Princess, to be honest, but okay, I guess. And these other ones, well, I'm not even going to comment much. Hugo is fine, I guess, as a positioning. She could be higher, probably after the Nonstop she will be, but we'll see. Overall, really good unit. Talking about the Nonstop, I will definitely make a dedicated video after this one. I don't know if I will release it today or maybe tomorrow, probably tomorrow. But I'm preparing sort of a short guide on my website that I will use to make the video. And I will try to give recommendation on which units to pick based on different scenarios. So before you make post in the help section of my Discord asking which non-stop unit you should pick, please wait for that video. I'll look at it first. And yeah, then if you still have questions, obviously feel free to ask in the comments in the YouTube video or in Discord. But before doing any kind of post, guys, please wait for that one, because otherwise we're going to have hundreds of posts asking which units should I pick in a non-stop. It makes no sense. I will try to cover it in a video, make it as complete as possible, and then we'll see. Then let's move on. We have the schedule of this anniversary. We have the anniversary eve, that's the period we are in at the moment, and we have the part 1 starting from this Wednesday, so next update, and then part 2 starting July 30. So that's okay, we already knew that. It's a 1-month period. Actually, they also added this eve period, which is okay, is nice. Then we have the next slide, is a bit weirder. I don't know if these 400 tickets or tokens, whatever, we can get them via the missions, and you can also buy 400 of them if you want, or maybe 600 or something like that. I don't remember. Should be 6 times 100 each, so it should be 600 that you can buy, and that will give you a lot of revolution fragments. Now they said that on average with the 400 they're going to give to you for free by completing all of these missions that we will, I don't know, have to wait probably for the end of the anniversary before we can actually complete all of them. then we can get an average of 1,400 revolution fragments, so the green ones, and 56,000 of the orange ones. That's pretty good, but it's on average. If you're unlucky, you will get a lot less than that. If you're crazy lucky, you might get a lot more. So kind of depends on you, but it's a decent addition, I would say. It's not bad. It's not bad. And also, they did not count the purple ones. It's 60 every 100, so that's 243. Or is it 50? I don't even remember, but the quality here is so bad I cannot tell. So, okay, overall, I would say is a pretty decent addition. And yeah, not much else to mention there. And we're going to have the Lucky Vacation Points. That's the event we already have. And I think we already completed it. I don't know if they're going to represent it again. Held 3 times in total. Oh, okay, cool. So we're going to have it 3 times every time, and we're going to get 100 tickets per day. And then they expect us to get a total of 1,600 revolution. Well, okay, these ones should be pretty fixed because we have the rewards of the missions. So it's not like there is a lot of, like, it's not going to vary. It's going to be fixed. So we're going to get 1,600 revolution pieces for part 1 and 2. So excluding the, I don't even know how many we already got, probably 800, looking at the 1,600 here. So we already got 800. We're going to get 1,600 more and 9,000 shining revolution fragments, so the orange ones. Not a lot, but it's always better than nothing, I would say. And then you get some more keys and other miscellaneous. Fine, nothing major, I would say. It is a cool event. It's always free stuff. Fine. Then everyone that is going to log in during the 2nd anniversary is going to get the Traumerei costume. I mean, what to say? Looking at the model here, I don't see any snake, which is kind of annoying. This is just a plain recolor from what it seems. We'll see how cool Kraken and Cobalt are going to be. I don't think they showed the their models in the live stream. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything about it. I don't particularly like it. It's okay. I think it's a bit boring. Should have been way better, but okay. Then we're going to have a new background with sort of a vacation houses on the beach. Nice, cool, fine. Let's move on. Then we have a very important topic. That's what I was mentioning before about the Nonstop. We know the pool of units now. We know that there are going to be every single character until Alphine, and that only excludes basically Sharon and Beta. Everyone else is going to be included, which is massive. It's really, really massive. I don't know what to expect from the lounge, but I don't think many people that are watching my videos really bother with the lounge, because to access that, you need every single unit maxed out, or every single unit that is featured in this Nonstop banner to be maxed out. But okay, so we're not going to talk about that point. What's important here is that we're going to get 900 tickets just by playing, and 900 tickets with a 300 PT. That's the PT that this anniversary banner has. It's a lot worse than the one that you get for new players. So it's a bit sad. We're going to get around 12 copies on average of the unit because it's a 1% rate with a 300 PT, so 12 copies with 900 tickets. And that would be, again, not really much. You get a unit from 0 dupes to 3 red, basically. And I will take that into account when I make the website page where I go over which units you should be pulling for. I will just say that you have to probably prioritize units that can perform well at 3 red. Examples of that would be Yugo. I think Yugo will be my number 1 recommendation. If you're in a situation where you need a DPS, you don't have too many supports, Yugo will likely be the choice. And she will do well even at 3 red. She is already amazing, so she's a safe pick, I would say. If you are in doubt and you don't have a maxed out Yugo, go ahead and pull for her. We also have to take into account that they added, we're going to see it in one of the next slides, in the secret recruitment area, they added Yugo in the next selection. So we can get 4 copies of Yugo from PT and 4 more from pooling on average, so it should be 8, which together with the 12 copies we get here should be from 0 dupes to basically maxed out. If we also use the 2 SSR Plus boxes that they gave us with the codes. So could be an idea, guys. Up to you. But I'm going to talk more in detail about that again in the dedicated video. It's also important to note that we're going to have one reset. So you could also think about maxing out a unit that you are, I don't know, a few copies away from Rainbow 5, then using the reset and going for a different one. You can do that as well. And if you're buying the tickets, because they will definitely have some bundles that you can purchase, then you might have more options. But yeah, we'll see more about that later. Then we have what I already mentioned. So we have the Memorial Pocket and the Secret Recruitment area. This is the pool of units. Other than Yugo and maybe Karaka, I wouldn't bother with the other three, to be honest. So yeah, those are your two best picks, and Yugo is absolutely the best one. If you don't have Yugo maxed, go ahead and select Yugo here. Absolute massive secret recruitment area, really, really good. And I don't know why they had to specify it. We're going to get the usual 100 tickets for the Dot Tower and the 100 secret recruitment from the Memorial Pocket. Fine, no big news there. Then we have a very important point, the Revolution Reset ticket. It's only going to be one and is going to expire before the end of anniversary. So you have up until like mid-August to use it. And looking at how this is going to work, they will basically not like remove the progression from the archive. So if you invested, I don't know, 60 points in an SSR Plus, those are not going to be removed from archive. But the next 60 points you're going to invest on an SSR Plus, let's say if you were founded 60 points, the next 60 that you're going to invest are not going to count towards the archive completion. So basically, the amount you were found when you spend it is not going to count. But you could also, like, if you invested on a lot of expensive nodes, you could refund that and then invest in less expensive nodes, and then the account progression, like the archive progression, would move on, kind of. I'm still not 100% sure how they're going to actually implement it in the code, but that's how it should work. So we cannot reset an EX unit, for example, and then just, I don't know, reinvest it again on the same unit to double down on the archive progression. That's not going to work. They will somehow take into account what you reset, and then you will have to just simply reinvest it somewhere else. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Really good feature. Make sure to use it on units that you mess up. Maybe you invested on some nodes that you didn't need, or maybe, I don't know, you invest in a collab unit that is not met anymore and you want to refund the resources, you can do it. So it's a really, really good addition. Then we have some more information on the story event. I don't know what they said actually. I don't think it matters that much. But okay, fine, whatever. We're going to see when it's actually live. We also have the wish card event, just more free data shards and some other things. Nothing major, I would say. We have the usual missions with the free copy of Yura, and we also have some additional point system missions that are just going to give us some miscellaneous rewards, nothing massive. So that's okay. Then they have a tower race. Okay, fine. I don't know what they mean by utilizing fellow members who join after the first anniversary. Probably, now I was going to say probably the pool of units you can deploy are only after the first anniversary, but apparently from what you can select here, we have some SR and R units, so that's not the case. No idea what they mean by that, but it's okay. It's just an additional tower race. Then we have a quiz that we have to respond to every single day. I don't know here which kind of question that is. Like the currently released Urek character is -1 or is 1. I don't know what they mean by that. But yeah, we will have questions. You reply yes or no, or true or false. And then if you get it right, you get the reward. That's how it seems. They will probably give us the reward even if we mess up the reply, but we'll see. Then we have also additional information on the exchange shop for the story. And we see this item here that is going to be used in an exchange shop to get some titles, from what it seems. I don't know if there are going to be like titles that count towards the archive, or if there are going to be titles that are going to expire, or titles with additional stats. No clue. We'll see. And they're also going to add titles and backgrounds for SSR Plus units that did not have them before, because they did not introduce this title and background that we now have for every single SSR Plus unit that comes out. They did not introduce them at first, so they implemented also for the old units that didn't have them. Fine. That's okay, I would say. Then we have, okay, new code, fine. We have the costume for Rain. I don't even remember her name, I don't care. Fine. Then we have a screenshot with the different units that we have. I think this is the color for the costume for the SSR Plus. I don't know. No clue. Because she's definitely different in the in-game model. It's a white costume. But fine. Doesn't really matter too much. Then we have a video here with just them dancing or posing, whatever. All the summer costumes, except the male units, only females. They just said, like, fuck you, Wangnang, fuck you, Prince, fuck you, Viol. All of them, no, we don't want them. Only the waifus. Fine, I guess. Then here we have the Garam model. So as you can see, it's a white costume. Fine, cool, very, very good looking. Perfect, we can move on. We have the base version of Yura, so they decided not to go with a swimsuit for the base costume, which I think is fair. Pretty good decision. And this is the costume we're going to get for the base Yura. Pretty nice. Then we have obviously the skin here, and we don't know if it's going to be paid or a Revolution 6 skin, but chances are it's going to be a paid one. So yeah, be prepared for that if you want that. Then we have a fight between developer in arena simulation. We're not gonna touch on that, it's just garbage, fine. Then we have a Guardian test redesign. It seems like they're going to let you pick what you want to get out of it. So let me see if I can zoom in a bit. You can get, based on the amount of stars that you get by completing all the different tests and trials, you can select which rewards you want to get for every single point. Seems to be okay. The amount doesn't seem to be crazy high, but it is something, I guess. It's a decent addition. I appreciate it. I think it's fair. At least they let us customize instead of having those worthless rewards. I don't know if those are still going to be there and these are just additional stuff. That would be dope, but no idea. Still, I think it's a nice change. Don't expect too much from it, but it's a nice change. Then what else do we have? Improved intuitiveness of changing the order of appearances and added partial record reset function. Okay, so it also seems like we can see the record. If we only won some of the fights, we can see what we tried, what we deployed, and how it went, something like that. And they should also have a way to probably allow us to only reset certain fights if we don't want to reset them all, but we need to swap two teams and one of them won. Maybe they will let us like unlock the winning team, swap the units, and then play again. But I'm not too sure about it. We'll see what's actually going to happen and what this feature is going to be about. But again, we'll see. Then there are going to be buffs for L and Runda. We have some important information for Runda, but about L, not too much. We'll see later in the summary. So now I'm quickly going through the slides, but then there is also the summary we have to read through. So most of the things are going to be repeated twice. Then they also did some other improvements, and finally they added the filter for the disassemble as well. So you can also filter all the pieces that have 3 starting stats, and you can break them. So that's amazing, like an amazing quality of life. Really appreciate it. I'm sorry for everybody that wasted time looking piece by piece, because now they added this, so you can easily break what you don't need. So that's good. And what else? Supports viewing clear decks even when challenging with stage jumps. Okay, that's also nice, because before in stage jumps you could not see what other people use to clear the stage. And also you can see what other people use to clear the stage from all servers, not just from your own. Because before you could only see what other people used if they were from your own server. Now it seems to be across all servers. I don't know what's going to happen for like lower floors, whether they have thousands of people to pick from. Probably they're going to pick a random 10 or so, no clue. But this is definitely a nice addition. So yeah, appreciated. Then what else do we have? Some questions and answer about hard mode with additional rewards. They are going to increase the amount of Pioneer remnants we get per hour from floor 101 and above and 151 and above. Definitely appreciated. And also they're going to increase the quantity of experience points. I think they mean the 24-hour Link XP boxes from the Pioneer shop. That's really good. And also Revolution mats, I think they mentioned, but we're going to see in the summary in a second. And also the topic about the additional black market tickets and additional information through organization of the arena system. Okay, they kind of mentioned that they want to focus more on the pioneer system, so the secret recruitment area compared to the black market kind of thing. Not sure what they're going with that, but okay, fine. And then also comments about the XSR Plus units being released that were too annoying, and they're going to stop doing that from September, or at least reevaluate that. So, okay, yeah, reduced release frequency. Fine. I guess it makes sense because they really exaggerated. They did only 2 SSR data tower units, and then they did 4, probably 5 now. XSR Plus, it makes no sense, 0 sense. But okay. Then what else? Restoration of the existing data tower colleagues. Okay, in the second half of the year, they're going to rerun Spear Baronak and Ice Spear Kunagero, so that's good. And starter weapon disassembly filter. Okay, that's already included. And then we have EX Urek. So that's confirmed. That's going to be the next EX unit. They gave him sort of a gladiator look. I don't particularly like it, but I guess it's better than a swimsuit as the base kit or the base costume. So, okay, fine. This is the 4th Urek. This is really Tower of Urek. We don't know the color yet. I'm betting on yellow, but we have no way of telling. But unless they are trolling, I think they should be releasing him as a yellow unit. I cannot see Urek being locked in sort of a triangle of power, because I don't want him to be weaker than Traumerei, stronger than Gustang. I want him to be outside of that power struggle. It should go in yellow, which is neutral, and then they can release in the 2.5 anniversary Luzlek as purple and do the Urek versus Luzlek kind of event. So that's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see what's actually going to happen. We just have the video with the ultimate animation, the special move animation. Pretty cool. And then it's going to throw a punch and destroy everything. So animation looks really insane, really good. But we know basically nothing. We're going to see later. Then there is a cool wallpaper with 4 Ureks. Yay. We really needed an additional one, sure, but okay. Then we have the roadmap for the second half of 2025. So obviously for July, we have the anniversary, no surprises. For the month of August, we're going to have the SSR rank growth system, which will allow us to take some SSR units to SSR plus. We don't know what that's going to imply. Likely, it means that when we level them up or upgrade the ranking, we can increase all the subnodes to plus 20. That would be pretty dope. I don't think there will be a lot of massive changes or any particularly weak SSR unit that becomes strong out of the blue. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's definitely an appreciated change. We need to see how easy that's going to be, like if we can get a lot of those resources that would be needed for the upgrade or not. So that's also to take into account, but overall, could be a good idea. I also kind of skipped on the Guardian Lord thing here. Should be a PvE event. No clue what that's going to be about. They will probably give us more information during the next dev notes. We'll see. And also Carter Festival Prestige. Well, I have no idea what that means. We'll see. Again, more information on the roadmap for sure will come in the next dev notes. Also, real fight hard mode rankings. no clue what that is. Float system, again, no clue. I think they said something while speaking, so that should be in the summary as well that we're going to read. The ranking board expansion, fine. PvP Colosseum, okay. Family Clash campaign, all right. Max board should be the roguelite kind of content that they announced in the past. We'll see. Also, October Night Festival, fine. Then we have finally the Soul Room. I wonder if they're finally going to respect the timeline that they give us, because this was supposed to come out in December last year. Then they moved it to June this year, and now it's November 2025. I don't know. I kind of expected to move to 2026. This is the system that will allow us to like power up certain factions and should be the replacement to the link increase. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm waiting for it for a long time. I've been waiting for it really like crazy. I've not rerolled my 3 essence yet just because I'm waiting for this system, and they keep on postponing it. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. And then we have, okay, for December, I don't know, all day campaign, not sure what they mean, did not provide any additional information. So that's all we have. And now that we went through all the slides, I would say we can have a look at the AI summary that I uploaded here. I don't know if everything is fitting in the screen. Probably not, but it hardly matters. You can look at that like in my Discord. And in the meantime, I will just read through it a little bit. So the first part we're going to skip is just information on the schedule, etc. Fine. Then we have some key events and new feature. We have the lucky points, missions, whatever, with the lucky draw. They're going to do 3 times across the anniversary period. Fine. Traumerei costume, already talked about it. The special background, already talked about it. Also, second anniversary, that's fine. Mario Pocket, or like the Nonstop, already mentioned. Mario Pocket, already mentioned. Revolution Reset, we mentioned. So let me move down with additional things. Also, the title and background for older characters. Now let's focus on the new units that are going to be released. So we have Garam XSR Plus. And what they said is that this is a character based on our ranker days, and like our story involves time travel to save her sister, blah blah blah, okay, some random stuff. And the important part is here in the comment section. So she's a supporter that excels at blocking enemy healing and gaining invincibility. Unfortunately, this invincibility is only for herself. We're going to mention that in a second. And they also wrote here, when enemy's HP is recovered, she applies an HP recovery block. I don't think that's true, because from the video we will see in a second, that did not happen. So I think this is fake. They probably said some random shit and then it was misinterpreted. I don't know. But that's not the case. The HP recovery block is on the special move though, which is massive. It's a 10-second HP recovery block on all enemies. That's absolutely amazing. And her passive is going to grant herself invincibility whenever the bell triggers, so every 10 seconds, and immediately recover energy. It's like 300 energy. So not too bad, but at the same time, not an insane amount for for something that procs every 10 seconds. And she's going to stun enemies and block their recovery simultaneously. So that's what the special move is going to do. Really, really good stuff. So one revolution upgrade is going to give invincibility for 2 seconds on a 10-second cooldown, so don't expect too much, it's kind of weak. And she also recovers that energy, and the other revolution upgrade is going to give that nice HP recovery block on the special move. If somehow they make it unremovable, Garam is irregular tier, I will already say it immediately. If it's removable, fine, probably not irregular, but close, but still an insane value. I really think Garam is really, really good. Then we have Hi Yura. We don't really care about the description part, fine. For the comment information, we have that she's a purple SSR Plus support, we already knew that. She gains energy when allies use ultimate skills. And also when we're going to look at the video, we will see that she gains no energy otherwise, which is kind of strange. So she has condition on energy regen, and when allies are in danger, she makes all allies except herself immortal, and immediately recover their energy to 100%. So 1000 energy recovery, and can nullify damage from enemies by turning them into fanatics. This seems to be an active skill, but we're going to see the video in a second and we're going to comment on that. Then the last unit is Urek the new EX unit, and they didn't provide any kind of information. They just said it's going to be the ultimate warrior, so hopefully warrior is going to be the role, and it protects both it both protects allies and annihilate foes. I don't know why they want to keep on giving this sort of protector role to Urek. To me, this guy always seems to be just a guy that jumps straight in and fights on his own. I don't know why I should be giving shields to allies or protection to allies. It makes no sense to me. If it's another shield, I'm not going to be happy about it. If it's for some reason like a HP cap, like a cap to the damage taken for all allies, that's going to be massive. If it's invincibility, that's going to be good. If it's barrier, no, please don't do it. I mean, it's already the fourth Urek with a barrier. I cannot stand it. Please don't do it. But we'll see what's going to happen. So now, before we move on with the remaining points, there are not many, we're going to watch the videos for Garam and Yura. So here we have the video for Garam. They picked some weird enemies, but okay. We have to keep in mind Losel has a debuff removal, but unfortunately they're going to cast the special move before Garam. So you can see there is the debuff removal already applied, so we don't know if this HP recovery block that you see here now on the enemies is actually removable or not. We have no idea. I was hoping for them to first have Garam cast the special move and then Losel, so that we could see if it could actually be removed. But yeah, that's what's happening. As you can see, there is that amazing HP recovery block. It lasts for 10 seconds. I already watched the video a few times, but let's rewatch it again just to make sure that what we saw before from the summary, the fact that the HP recovery is applied when like an enemy triggers an healing, does not actually happen. Because we see here, they're going to use the special move. They're already healing. They still don't have the HP recovery block. It only appears after a special move, which is massive. I mean, the other thing would have been insane. Like if she applied it immediately when enemies tried to heal, that would have been too much. That's EX level. But this is already really good. It is really, really good. I like it. So yeah, nice. We can say that Garam is for sure usable, really good unit. And yeah, massive W here. Then we can move on to Yura. Let me see, the video should be around here. That is already started. You can see that she's gaining no energy. Then the guy uses the special move and she gains some energy. This is a bit annoying if you ask me. But then there is a condition. Probably when an ally reaches a certain HP threshold, she then gains all energy and she casts the special move, obviously, which is going to give 1000 energy to everybody. And in theory, some additional survivability that I'm not seeing. But they said she has immortality or invincibility in her kit, so she must have it. Probably not on a special move, but she has it. And then we're going to see in a second also the active skill. Now I think Levy or whatever is going to... Okay, this is the active skill that is going to make them fanatics and unable to do anything. As you can see, they're doing nothing there. And that's it. Not really a lot we can tell from this video, but she looks like a good support. She definitely has a lot of potential. The things they mentioned are all insane and really, really important. So yeah, we'll see, but so far looks promising. And I think we don't need to see anything else from the actual live because the moveset for Urek we already saw, so we don't need to rewatch it again. We can go back to the summary and move on. Here we have the top 9. We don't care about this part. We can skip. We have the game improvements and community Q&A. Okay. We have the Guardian test renewal with the rewards that you can now select. And we already saw that in the slides, so that's fine. Battle retry improvements. So win index show win and fail attempts are faded. And a reset record function is added. Not sure what all of that is going to do for actual gameplay, or if it's just to show up and save up what you attempted. No clue. Then we have ignition weapon balance for L and Runda. We mentioned that, but now we have some more information here. We have that L is going to be specialized for range dealers. Fine, like it was pretty obvious already, even though you could use it on some close range units. But yeah, it was pretty obvious it was designed for units that were ranged. Okay. And for Runda, we have some actually useful information, and that is the shield regenerates whenever you use the special move. So that's really important because the shield also gives energy, and every time you use the special move, then you're going to have energy regen, which could be interesting for some units. I don't think it will replace Barry for most supports, but at least you have kind of an option if a unit already has decent survivability. Now Runda seems acceptable, but we'll see. Especially when a unit is already like maybe in the middle of the enemy team, how will they define if you are on the same row? Because that's what Runda triggers off of. So they will apply a shield to all units in the same row, but that's okay at the start of the battle. Afterwards, will it still count if the unit was first deployed in the same row? Probably yes, otherwise it would make no sense. But okay, we'll see. Looks okay. For L, we have no information, so we'll have to wait. And then we have some miscellaneous improvement, the filtering, the disassembling for the ignition weapons, that's good. Also the recommendation across all servers for what to use in adventure, that's good. And stage jump, fine. And then we have some community feedback responsive, where the hard mode rewards in Pioneer Shop, and they're going to increase the acquisition as we already saw, from 101 and above, and from 151 and above in hard mode. That's good. And more revolution materials and experience coming to the Pioneer Shop. This is also good, that they're going to give us some more revolution mods, especially for people that don't have to use the secret recruitment area. And for black market tickets, more tickets added to content like Alliance War. That's good, I guess. Revamped Colosseum Arena in September will be a new source. Okay, that's also interesting. And Secret Summon will feature new characters more frequently. Okay, this is also a really important point. Overall, I think that with these changes, this is a pretty massive W. I really, really like it. They also addressed the point about the XSR Plus, but we already comment on that. So there is nothing else to say here. It's just that starting from September, they will reduce the frequency. And what else? Okay, the rerun of all data tower units, we already touched on that. And the roadmap is basically what we mentioned, I think, the Guardian Road, trial launch, multi-deck PvE mode, the SSR grade growth system to upgrade them to SSR Plus, the Character Festival system, farming battles, not sure what that is, True Arena League, hard mode progression based, probably is just another PvP mode that will match up people based on the hard mode progression. We'll see, but okay. Then for September, we have the floating ship system, new buffs effects for multi-decks. Maybe this could also be the possibility of changing the layout of your team. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. And then Colosseum Arena renewal with the black market ticket source, good. The roguelike content in October, and the Soul Room in November with the concept of factions. So they're going to buff like range units, mages, supports, etc. And for December, just an holiday campaign. And that's it, guys. That's all for the live. I hope it was a bit shorter than theirs, and I hope it's clearer. Feel free to look at this page here on my Discord server. You can just go in the dev livestream channel, and there will be the July 14 livestream. And you can just click on that, and you will see the summary we just went through. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this anniversary. I think that overall, this is a really good improvement. They're moving in the right direction. Always not really that happy with the unit releases. If Urek is yellow, I'm fine, but these units should have definitely been purple loose leg. But maybe it's just me. So, okay. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.